Hey, how's it going, everyone? We are back on another episode of the Seng Media Podcast, and we have the same co-host for today, Tracy. Hell yeah! I told you she's gonna be here more often, and not gonna lie, you're going to have a real, uncut, no filter type of podcast today, and we're just going to talk randomly. We're just going to talk like we have a normal conversation, and there's no specific subject for today. You guys are probably going to know what the subject is because it's going to be in the title, but we're just freestyling it right now as friends because we always usually have conversations, especially when lately we've been going to get pho, which is weird because like she's Viet, so I expect like her family like to cook pho at home, but she actually goes out for pho. Well, she's one of those Viets that actually like going out to eat pho because you know how like some Viet families, and I understand that too because like I'm Cambodian, not really that far from Viet culture.
Yeah.
It's like there's some foods that you eat out, you're like, tastes better at home.
Yeah. No, my mom used to make pho when I was in Germany, but when she got here, she's working so much. She's so busy now. She's so tired when she gets home. And pho is a 3-day like process of making that shit. So yeah, no, she's not cooking that much anymore, unfortunately. But it's fine going out to eat because I'm not picky. So
sometimes when I came over, I haven't come over a lot lately though. But like,
never.
When I did come over,
like twice.
This is when you used to live in Chantilly too. I'd always come in. I was like, it smells bushing in here.
Really?
Yeah,
in
sometimes.
My house?
Well, I think it's your dad cooking.
Nah, my dad, like, only knows how to make ramen and scrambled eggs.
Oh. He was smacking on, like, bun something.
It's probably my mom. But, yeah, dude, like, my dad would be like, we talked about this yesterday, me and my sister. Because, like, he'll be like, I made you guys something really special. And my dad never cooked for us, always my mom. And then we're like, okay. And then he like brings it over. And it's like scrambled eggs, but it's like brown. It's like burnt on the side. Yeah. And he's like so proud of it because he added like this like sausage. It's called lapsang. And he's like so proud of it. He's
is it like the Chinese sausage?
Yeah. And he's like, I came up with that. Like so proud. And like it's burnt as fuck. And we're like.
Okay, here's a question though. Is it burnt or is it like...
Nah, it's brown. It's burned. Coming from a cook in the Marine Corps and then knowing how anal these people be over there about their fucking eggs, that shit was burned.
Yeah, but I think I understand that. Yeah, burnt eggs. I was like thinking... Because you know there's like Southeast Asian dishes that are like the brown eggs. That's like... It's like mixed with things. Have you ever heard of those?
No, I actually didn't.
Maybe it's a Cambodian thing.
Probably. Because I was like, don't try to justify my dad for not knowing how to cook eggs.
So your dad probably just burnt eggs.
Yes, he most definitely burnt that shit.
Oh, dude, there's this Cambodian dish, right? That's like centralized around eggs. It's Thai too. Thai people make it too. If you watch like Sen Foods.
No.
You never seen Sen Foods? David So's in there too.
Oh yes, Sen Foods. Yes.
Shout out Sen Foods. I mean, they don't know us, but like Thrillist, David So, Tim Chantaratsu. I fucking love those guys. Huge inspirations.
Yeah. I love David So and Tim.
Yeah, it's that egg omelet thing that has like meat and stuff inside it. And like you can eat it with rice, but in Cambodian culture, you eat it with porridge.
Oh, okay.
And that shit's bussin', bro.
Really?
It's good. Like, when I think about it, I could eat it normally, but like whenever I think about it, I think of like it's a cold winter day and I got sick, and my grandma was like, "This motherfucker got sick," and then she was.
Also, you eat that when you're like sick.
Yeah, because like porridge food is usually when you're like sick. But like, I would eat when I was sick, and sometimes I just like it, and like when I'm not sick anymore, but there's leftover, I'm like.
I gotta try Cambodian food. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like I've been hyping it up to you lately because we've been talking a lot more lately.
Yeah.
We haven't talked. Well, we talked, but like
we've been friends for a long time, but I mean, we don't have to talk every day to stay best friends.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, guys, true friendships out there, right, are like friendships that like if you talk to them, it's like you talked yesterday. And like you don't judge them for how busy they are and they don't judge you for how busy you are. It's like, I mean, she sometimes jokes around with me. She's like, "You never fuck with me," but I know she's joking.
Yeah, I'll be joking. I know he doesn't.
I hope she's joking. I don't know if there's some passive aggressiveness in it, but but
fuck him, psych.
but yeah, like, you know, it's a true friendship if like you guys fuck with each other and like you talk to each other. It's like the next day, like no judgment, nothing like that. You know, it's like you're homies, you're there for each other. But yeah, I've been hyping Cambodian food up to you lately.
Well, you don't even. Do you know any restaurants that sell Cambodian food?
Dude, they all like closed down, and like I could make you some. I learned my grandma's curry, and I learned my grandma's chicken ginger. I could cook that for you. I'm trying to get more recipes from her, but I'm trying to find a job right now. On top of what I'm doing until this
hey yo, you never fucking cooked me Cambodian food.
I cook you good food though, still.
Like barely now. And then you want to act all nice like you want to cook for me and you can cook for me on a podcast.
No, like I said, I can, but I don't have the funds for it.
Oh, true.
And it's like whenever you come and I just give you what I cooked for that day, because now I find that I love cooking, right?
I know.
I do love cooking.
I know.
This seems like this is gonna be a food podcast talk, but maybe we don't know where it's gonna go. But like, I now understand where like some things it takes a lot more time than others. So like whenever I go grocery shopping, bro, I just be cooking the same stuff right now, and like I do want to cook this other stuff. I do want to expand it, but it's like, dude, it feels like. Let me put it into like, I guess, creative forms, because like we're creatives and I always like preach that stuff. I don't always need to do it like that, but like as like an example, it's like it feels like, you know, instead of doing a 1-minute video, it seems like I'm trying to film a 4-minute video. And you know that's a huge difference when it comes to film.
Yeah.
1-minute videos could be 2 hours. 4-minute videos could be 4 hours of shooting.
Yeah.
And like
completely different.
It's like I'm not comfortable enough where I memorize that recipe yet, you know, so it's eyeballing it. So it's until I get comfortable. And it's also like, dude, the one thing I suck at, I really need to start writing a groceries list. I just try to think on the fly.
Are you serious?
I'm like, what do I want to cook? All right, what do I need to cook that? And then I think I would get everything.
Oh, shit.
And then I would go home. I'll be like, oh, I forgot something. Let me just improvise how I cook it.
What the fuck?
That's why I cook mostly things that I like memorize to the T, or like I can adapt. But that's why I think separates a cook, like someone who says they can cook, to like an actual cook, because you know I could chef it up with just looking at ingredients. You know, I don't need every exact ingredient. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and continue with you. Yeah, guys, we fucking need to remember that shit. My sister, every time before we do Christmas and stuff like that, she's like, "Can you write down a list so you don't
forget?" Period. Fuck. You know what's crazy? Also, I realized like there are some cooks that mainly only care about like how it tastes, and then there's some cooks
aesthetics
that really care about how it looks. And I kind of realized, because I know you don't I feel like you don't care about like plating like foods, but for me that shit is huge. I always like, ooh, like what if we played it like this? I don't even know how that shit tastes, but fuck it.
Oh, I only plate when when I used to post it for Instagram. It's like I learned this new dish. I'm like, oh, let me chop some fresh green onions on top of it, and then like lay the meat, and then like if it's like you run the yolk, it's like let the yolk sit on top.
Dude,
I understand that though. I fucking just want it for taste.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I want it for taste too. But when I was like working in the Marine Corps and like,
you did a competition too, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Can you think I would win a cooking competition like first place and shit? But I've never cooked my entire life, and I always fucking hated cooking.
I think I remember we were texting back and forth, and you're like, "Fuck this cooking shit," but you know what? Excuse me. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna own this shit, and then like you made a whole entire like Viet menu. Yeah,
dude, that was probably like my proudest moment. Like I was like, yo, I really designed that shit, yo. Like,
maybe that's where you sparked your design.
Oh, dude, literally, maybe. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, but that was on Photoshop. Now imagine me going from Photoshop to Illustrator, and now like I can use Illustrator and InDesign for like design.
Have you gone into InDesign lately? Isn't that the hardest one or no?
It just has a lot of like really good functions that I have yet to still learn about.
Damn, hit her up, bro. If you guys want graphic design shit, she charges a good price. It's a good price for what you get.
For what you get, it's all worth it.
Yeah, she gives you a fair price. It just all depends on how big your needs are. But,
hey yo,
what?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh no.
Oh, I was like, yo, is he like trying to like call me out or something?
No.
Okay.
What would I call you?
Because you were like, depending on how big your needs are, and I was like,
no, it was like kind of like I was thinking like depending on how big your needs are.
Yeah, because I thought you were mentioning, because he asked me to do work for him, and like life happened.
Yeah.
And
we had a talk about this earlier. I told her like,
Bro.
I don't judge her for it. I understand life happens. It's just like, don't call me out when like I could call you out back.
like I literally like, Tracy, I need you to do this. I got this. In bed, like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. It's okay.
Sorry.
Life happens, bruh. It's hard. Life's fucking hard.
Yeah, dude. Lately, life has been crazy.
Yeah, I think it's like you need to ride the wave.
Yeah.
Of whatever is getting, like, you could have motivation for a time, and then sometimes the motivation is gone, and that's why like balance is a huge thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like, bro, I feel like once we're financially like stable, we'll be better. But like right now, we're trying to like get our finances up. Right now, we're trying to like figure out where we're at, and like a lot of us want to move out too, and life's crazy. We all have passions, we all have things we want to do, but like we also had to fulfill the needs that we have at the time. So it's normal.
Yeah, but I think like one of the biggest things we don't really do is.
Damn.
Sorry.
Rookie mistake.
Sorry, it's on silent now.
God, popular person over here. My phone's dry.
No, mine is dry. Anyways.
As it just dinged. Going back to your subject.
Yeah, whatever. Like, what was I gonna say?
I was talking about how life happens. And it's
Oh
fine.
yeah, we don't really self-appreciate ourselves. Like we're always like,
oh, I could have done better in this.
yeah, fuck, I could, or like you're like upset at something, and then it's like, dude, but like,
do you realize what you're doing and how much you've grown?
yeah.
Love yourself, everyone. Love yourself.
No, for
Love
real.
yourself. I forget we have main cameras now. I forgot. Camera 1, 2, and 3. Let's go.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, we haven't had like a good conversation like this, like probably for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we've had like.
Nah, bro, it's been a long, and we don't have these often. Usually, if we have these conversations, it's
'cause, like,
someone else is there.
Yeah, or like one of us has to go. We had a good conversation at Pho.
Yeah, but these are so short.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
we don't really talk about like this.
Yeah.
Like even like I would FaceTime him almost every day, and it would just sit there as I do my thing for no reason, and I'm just like.
It's vice versa too.
Yeah.
Like, I think every time we FaceTime each other, it's like we're not there for each other yet. Like,
yeah.
We're just like there for the presence.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing? I'm doing this. What are you doing? I'm doing this. Okay, cool.
Yeah, or like sometimes I would like play League, and then like you'll just be on FaceTime, and then I'll
bring your mic a little forward, Tracy. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and then you would just be on there as I'm playing, and then you hear me like, "Fuck, God damn it," and I'm just like, "Oh shit, I'm still on FaceTime."
Yeah, and I did, because I'm playing Valorant, and she's playing League, or I'm like
left flank, left flank.
Or I'm like looking up something, or like researching something, or I'm watching a YouTube video.
He's on the right. No, on the left. I got him.
And her comms, this team's fucking ass.
Bro, I swear to God. Oh my god.
The Riot Games, you guys out there are so creative. You make beautiful games, beautiful shows, but you
Dude.
get us addicted and rage.
Arcane fucking lit. Insane story. I gotta say. I guess we can talk about that shit too, since we talked about Spider-Man and Batman and shit, but yeah. Arcane was really good. The fucking remember the Chinese Lunar Year?
Oh, dude, you would not stop
That
talking about
Timo, that fucking Timo video was so fucking good. It was so cute. It was only 2 minutes long, and it has my heart, bro. It's so fucking cute.
I don't think I watched that.
Dude, I sent it to you. I don't know if you did.
Okay, I did watch it then.
Yeah, but it's just like the music and
They
just
did something
like
with Venmo too, right?
yeah, no. The Venmo was just like a GIF, like
Oh, for just Chinese New Year.
yeah, that was so cool. But dude, that Lux porcelain skin design or like all the porcelain designs on these like new skins in League are just damn. Like I looked at the fucking the videos they made, the animated videos, the fucking drawings, or like the process of them drawing in how it comes to life. I was like, holy fuck. This is fucking great. This is insane.
Yeah, maybe your passion is in design instead of photography.
I think so,
I
to be
always thought it was
honest.
photography. Actually, maybe it's still there, but graphic design is taking the top toll.
Well, it's both, I would say. Like, I love taking pictures. I do want to do, like, I have some shoots planned, like concept shoots that I'm finally giving myself, like, creative direction.
Let's go like a finally model.
Yeah, so I'm doing, like...
If she wants me.
Yes,
Oh,
Vinny.
no, you got all these other friends. No, I'm just kidding.
No, fuck you. No, but no, I think kind of decided on like just taking ownership of what I'm doing, my own projects and shit. Yeah,
That's good. That's actually huge.
No, dude.
Congrats.
Yeah, and
I remember last time we talked, it was way different.
I know it's always like I want to help out. I'm scared to do this idea, but I don't know. Something like I was listening to this audiobook. It's called "The Mountain Is You." It was talking about self-sabotage.
We'll add it here for you guys.
Yeah, and it talks about like self-sabotage and just like how much we don't realize control we have on how we control, how we take on life.
Yeah, we're literally
our biggest enemy, dude.
Yeah, we're our biggest enemy and our greatest fan, and like we are controlling our sim character right now.
Yeah, dude. Like it's fucking crazy how like the things that we can control and like yet we still like care so much about like things that don't really control us.
Yeah, I think you probably heard it in the podcast, right? It's like if it's out of your control, don't worry about it. But if it's in your control, take care of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad that you're listening to audiobooks that really help you out with that.
Yeah, and so after that, after I listened to it, I was like, I kind of like mentally just
Reset.
decided to just say, you know what, I'm gonna like appreciate myself. I'm gonna really just respect myself, and I'm really just like, you know, like learn how to be genuinely and truly me. Like,
let's go.
Yeah,
Year
dude.
2022, do you, bro? Hell yeah.
No, yeah, dude, it's crazy. But like now I journal every day, and like every time like I'll do this journal. It's called the 5-minute bullet, like the 5-minute journal, and you basically answer 3 things you're grateful for. How can your day be great?
Oh, it's like the 3-2-1 type of thing.
Yeah, and
Nice.
then so every time like what I like there's a section that says I'm grateful for, and then I basically just like say like I'm grateful like for like, you know, that I get to work from home. I'm grateful that, you know, like not going to college, I still got a job in something I like, it's like a dream come
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Like it's crazy, and I like sometimes like when like I get really like sad and depressed, I don't really think about what I have. Like yeah, like it's just like damn, like we really don't appreciate what we really have. Like
Yeah.
it really takes a lot. And now, so now I'm kind of just like, you know what, like I just want to do what makes me happy, and
Nice.
I'm gonna be transparent as fuck to everything. Like growth.
Hell yeah, no filter, but
No filter.
hell yeah. Focus on you, bruh. Yeah, guys, if you don't do these things, all easier said than done. I should be doing it too. Do these things for self-care because your mental health is very important.
Well, dude, you did the biggest growth, if anything, because really this year, this man does not want to talk. He will not talk to anyone.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back onto the subject of self-love and stuff like that. We're going to take a little minor break. We're bringing breaks back within the podcast. This will only be like 5 seconds for you guys, but if you want to pause it, grab that snack, grab that water, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Hopefully you guys got that water, that snack. You guys paused, but if not, the people who just wanted to push on through, let's push on through. Yeah, we were talking about, we left off with like, oh yeah, I wanted to elaborate of like how important it is for like self-care, mentally and stuff like that, when you did your journaling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, it's really important to do that type of stuff. And like, I think what I was trying to say earlier was like, yeah, it is easier said than done,
Yeah.
Everyone's fighting their own demons, and like, there's definitely things I need to improve on, and like things that I've said that I was going to do, but I didn't really do.
Same.
But her journaling, great. I do meditation. Meditation is a really good thing.
Oh, yeah. See, it's hard for me to honestly get into that, like, all right, let's do it now. Like, because I haven't started it. The start is always the hardest. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm working on it. Honestly, like, so far, like, I try to kind of, like, incorporate, like, a morning routine. Because I know I should and I need to.
Yeah.
And because, like, usually when I lay in my bed, I lay in my bed.
Yeah. Maybe that's a reason why we haven't talked in a while, too.
Yeah. And so, okay. I'm tired today. I'm going to stay home, Vinny.
Yeah. But she came out today, guys. So.
Yeah. So.
I feel like if you have something, you'll be there. But if it's not, like, too important, you'll be like, all right.
Well, okay. Now, like, kind of what I've been practicing is, like, really just, like, if you really don't want to go, you really won't go. Because I used to, like, always, like, people please and, like, all right, fine, I go. Like, and then I'll be, like, maybe, like, at the club and I'll just be, like.
I feel like it was hard to get you out in previous stuff, too.
Yeah, remember? It took a lot for me to come out. Then at one point,
I thought you would stay home, though. I mean, there is some, I agree, where, like, it was more for people that, like, you didn't really want to go to that type of stuff.
Yeah, and then there are times where it's, like, for, like, I don't know, like, people just say, oh, come out, and it's going to be fun, and then I won't have fun, and then I'm just like, bro, like, what the fuck? And then, so now, I kind of was just like, after like journaling and listening to that audiobook and stuff. Is this on still? I'm sorry.
It's fine. We have lives, bruh.
Yeah.
We have people that want to message us, I guess.
No, it's fucking Gmail, bro.
Oh.
It's fucking ad.
Yeah, everything's on these devices now. So.
Yeah, and so I'm kind of just like, you know what? Like, if I don't feel like going, I really won't go. I don't really care. Like, have fun. I really won't wish bad upon you. Like, have fun, do your thing. I'm gonna be chilly. I know, I would be chilling at home.
It's cold. Where's my blanket?
I'm gonna be at home chilling and happy too. Like, yeah. I don't know, but I don't know why it took me so long to kind of realize that.
I thought you realized that back then too.
I did, but then at one point I kind of like.
I feel like you were not. I mean, I feel like yes, you were peer pressured, but like I felt like it was your decision at the end of the day. Still back then too.
Right, and everything is the decision like my decision at the end of the day. But most of the time, like I usually would come out just because I'm like. Okay, you want me to come out? I'll come out. Like, you want to get fucked up, go to the club, fine. Like, we'll go out. I'll take care of you. But, yeah, but then I would feel so drained and I'll be like, I want to be alone.
It's
and
like your social battery. Like, there's only so much of it type of thing.
Yeah, and especially, like, now, like, this one life that we have and we remember now, then why the fuck would you put yourself through that? You know, that's why I'm just like, you know what? Like, why would I like stay angry or be sad at something like, why would I do that to myself? Like, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna just be happy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, or like that concept shoot that I was planning for, and never planned that out. I always wanted to do something in creative directing and stuff like that because I like it was just something I was so scared of because what other things about my work?
Yeah,
and then
I was wondering what that push was going to be for you.
yeah, and so I kind of was just like, you know what, like I'm gonna just do it. Like I feel like I don't know. I just want to, because why not? And then I always was interested. So when am I going to start anyways? And then I just did it. And I was just like, fuck. Like, well, I didn't do it yet. It's still in the planning phases, but it's like, it's just me starting is already a milestone. So like baby steps, the first thought, are you really going to do it though? Then if you actually initiate or execute, then that's like... oh shit, he's doing it. She's doing it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, baby steps. Everyone baby steps at a time. It takes every person realizes it differently. It's either if something in life happened to you, someone who finally got to you, or you finally realized it from a book or a movie.
Yeah, I don't know why I realized it from a book.
No, sometimes the best thing, because, you know, I feel like no matter what, someone could give you advice, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, there's times where, like, the advice gets through to you, or sometimes they just sound like a tape recorder, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, there's only certain things that click to you, and it's not your fault, you know? It's not your fault, guys, you know? Some things you just don't get until you get it.
Yeah, that's why, like, I kind of realized, like, if, like, you come to me and, like, you're kind of venting, and then I'm over here for some reason trying to fix it and stuff, and then
Incoming call.
this is my mom. It's okay.
She's just probably making sure you're safe.
Yeah, it's fine. She has my location.
Oh.
But yeah, nah.
That Cambodia house. The amount of times I read that in high school. All my friends repeat it in high school, bro. Shout out to my high school friends. High school group.
What was I talking about? Bruh.
Audiobook.
Yeah. No. Yeah, sometimes, I don't know, I just realized it. Like, don't judge when, like, don't fucking judge someone if they don't get it, if you give them advice. Because I did that. Did it to one of my friends. He vented to me, and I gave him advice, and he didn't listen, and I started, like, to get pissed. And then, I don't know, I guess, like, when I get pissed, I guess it gets scary. But I was just kind of like, bro, you know what? Why the fuck should I give you advice? And I'm very straightforward. Like, and so I was just like, dude, honestly, bro, I'm not going to give you any more advice. Like, you never listened to me. Like, so why would I waste my time? So I'm going to just listen.
Damn, you went.
I know. And I was just like, oh my God. I know. And I think you know who I'm talking about. Well, maybe not. But yeah. And then,
I'll probably get the context after the podcast.
the tea. When someone no, never mind. I can't say it because then it might be dangerous. But anyways, yeah.
It makes sense though. It's like kind of like,
yeah, he was kind of just like, damn, bro, I'm sorry. I didn't like mean to like do that. You know, I'm just going through it. And I was like, oh my God, bro, I'm so sorry, yo. Like, I was like, I didn't mean to sound rude. And then I realized like I go through the same shit. You would give me advice, and then you'll be like, honestly, bro, I don't care. And then that would hurt me, because I'm just like, bro, don't say I don't care. Just be like, okay, fine, agree with it, keep it going, whatever. Because, like, yeah, I feel like some words, like, really just, yeah.
It stings, yeah.
Yeah.
It really depends on what you say. It's like, I do agree with you. It's like, don't judge them. Obviously, don't judge a book by its cover, because sometimes they don't get the message, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like, it's finding the balance of like, where do you respect yourself and how much you're giving that other person?
Yes.
And it's like, when are they going to get the lesson where like, me helping you is actually hurting me?
No, you do. Yo, that's so true. Because, like, literally at one point, I was like, bro, please, like, love yourself, bro. Love yourself to know well enough, like, what you're getting yourself into. Because, damn, bro, like, it's not looking good.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like, I should be telling myself that shit too.
Yeah.
Like,
Number one psychology advice coming from a psychology major, right? There's different ways to help people. There's the listener, and then there's people who actually should give advice to other people. But there's sometimes people who are like, I just want you to listen to my problems, right?
yeah.
And then they also say 90% of the advice you give to others, you should be listening to that advice to yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like we never really pick that up, you know?
Yeah.
It's like we talk about with our friends, right? It's like, that was some great advice. Why don't I take that, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's because maybe it hasn't clicked for you yet either, you know, for yourself. And like some people need that extra push, and like we said, audiobooks, but yeah, makes sense.
No, but also like what my dad always told me, like in Buddhism, he was always like saying that like everyone's path is already like written out, kind of. He was kind of just like saying like
Everyone has their own journey.
yeah, like that journey is written out. It's just for you to unravel that.
Yeah.
Whenever you go through it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I was just like, damn. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, this exact moment when we had a podcast was already written out. No, bitch. Like something.
You make your journey.
Yeah, but it's like the major events that change you is what's already foreseen to, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, it's like, it was like, it's like in the Matrix, right? It's like, it's like destiny. Like, do you believe in destiny?
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, I believe in destiny, but I believe you make it your own destiny.
Yeah.
It's like, because like, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but it was like, there was a person called the Oracle, and it's like, and ahead of time, like, example, it's like, let's say you accidentally drop this, right? But I already say this to you 10 seconds ahead, don't worry about the light. And you're like, what are you talking about? And then the light falls. And it's like, is destiny real, or are you just predicting the future? And it's like, no, you make your own destiny.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I mean, I can make some inferences.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but like, it really is your own journey.
Yeah. So it's like kind of like your own journey when you really understand the messages that life throws at you.
And you know what's great about that journey too? What? I don't know if your dad mentioned it. I talk about this all the time, but you already know I'm a fucking nerd. Like journeys, right? A lot of people think it's one path. Nah, bruh. That journey, people think about like it's like that. Like with goals too, it's just one straight line. Nah, bruh. There's right, left, right.
Oh
left,
yeah.
right, left. Sometimes you have to backtrack in your journey to find the right way you're going.
Yeah. No. It's just It's like my dad kind of like, it's like saying that like you know, like when I was young, he was like, imagine like your life is like a tree. So every time,
branches.
yeah. So and then he was saying like when that tree grows a little bit to the side, I have to make sure that it's straight. That's how he was when I was young. So basically, like saying that like making sure I go that one specific path until like you know,
you to that
that person. But like you know, like we grew up, and you can't keep that. You can't control because all the branches. You know,
need to expand out.
Yeah, need to expand out. You can't keep it going straight. So then you learn to kind of just like, you know, like let it become its own beauty in life, whatever. And then I was just like, damn, because like every time like I do something, like I was being stupid about, and then he would just be like, well, I hope this time you learned your lesson.
Yeah.
You know, or like you were just like, I knew this was gonna happen, but I wasn't gonna tell you that because you won't listen to me
until you go through it.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm sorry, Dad.
It's true. But like, shout out to parents, bro. They're like, at least the ones that are good, like that are patient enough with you, and same with friends too. But the ones that are patient enough.
I gotta say, my dad shaped me into the person I am. Like being so like forgiving and sympathizing and empathizing with others, like understanding and always forgiving and loving of others. Like I would have never been like this if I like never had my dad, I feel like. Because you know my dad is my rock. This man, like, it's so weird too, but it's just like
his advice gets to you.
Yeah, but also like I don't know, when I was young he always like what he was telling me about like Buddhism and shit, like philosophy of life. I was just like, dude, that's crazy. Like, I was just fascinated by it. And then when I left to the military, like, bro, my mind got so clouded. Like, nothing but anger and sadness, bro. Like it was always like I started to just hate instead of forgive. And I was just like, bro, I hate these people. I hate this fucking job. I hate being here. Like, fuck this, fuck that. And then, yeah, I totally forgot about, like, you know, like, just letting go and be okay, like, forgiving. Yeah, until, like, now, like, and, like, it's hard to, once you get out the military, it's hard to transition, like, back into who you were before. Especially if you go in when you're 18, you don't really have an identity because you're so, like...
You're trained.
Yeah, and you're also, like, emotionally very immature. So, like, kind of, like, finding myself, like, just... I feel like just now I am starting my journey to really understand who I am.
Hell yeah. 2022.
Growth.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is crazy. But yeah, I can, like, now I'm just like, I don't know, I forgive. You know, I forgive no matter what, how bad. I don't know, probably is bad, but I just, like, I don't know.
I'll pass this on because it took me a while to learn this. You can forgive people, but it doesn't mean you need to keep them in your life.
That's something I need to learn.
Because you can forgive them for what they did.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't open them up to hurt you again.
Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there.
It's hard. It's really hard.
It's hard.
It's really hard, but that's...
I just want to be a good person, you know?
Yeah, you got to be a good person, but a good person to yourself, too.
So that's what I'm learning now. And I'm not even there yet. Like, just recently I started to just wear whatever I want to wear and not like, oh, does this look good? And it's more like,
fuck it.
Yeah, do I like it? Do I like how it looks on me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm a roll with it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's slowly getting there, but yeah. Back then I usually forgive, and then, you know, I do things that I shouldn't be doing to myself.
Yeah. You got to go through the emotions though, like we all said. Hopefully this podcast catches you early with this message and you learn, but also don't beat yourself up if you don't understand this podcast till later down in your life.
True.
So it happens. I feel like we're at an age, trust me guys, from your 20s, 22, I would say 20s.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to say like in your early 20s is where you really like figure things out finally for yourself.
A little bit, not even like the tip of the iceberg. Like it's not even like you're not even halfway. Like
I think it's like the first taste of freedom where like you're like, I get to make my own decisions.
I hear a lot when like people like I hear like people say a lot when they hit their 30s. That's when usually you're like there. You know what you want. You know what you're looking for. You have everything ready and set for you and yourself. Like you know what you want to keep in your life and what you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I'm not there yet.
Yeah. And everyone goes their own path, and like we said, like you said with your journeys, and like some people, where was I going with this? It's like you just had to figure it out during this time, and like you can't. I would say the only reason why I said young 20s because sometimes it could be when you're 18 when you become straight an adult.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when you become 18, it's like you're still following the structure of school, military, or something, and you got to figure out that structure first, and then after like 2 to 3 to 4 years after you graduate, it's like, oh shit, I'm on my own. I figure it out.
Yeah.
Do I want to work my job? Do I want to work that major? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do something on my own?
Yeah, I think that was like the biggest shock that I had when I like got out the Marine Corps because I had the freedom to say no when I want to say no and stick with whatever I want to stick with. Because in the Marine Corps,
no drill sergeant up your ass, bro.
And not just the drill sergeants. It's just like I tell you to do something, you tell me no, I'm gonna fuck you up for it type of shit. Yeah, and so like it's like you sign that 4-year contract, you are doing whatever the government wants you to do for the next 4, 6, whatever years you sign up for.
Yep, signatures, bro. That's the thing that gets you.
Yeah, I mean, like I had a lot of like moments when I was in the Marine Corps where I didn't hate it. I met some great people. We're still friends to this day, and I really appreciate them. And like, I don't know. Sometimes, like, when I was in, I went through a lot. You know, I went through a lot when I was in, and like that shit really like hit and fucked me up mentally, even to this day and stuff. And yeah, like sometimes, like I would think to myself, like, oh, like, what if I stay in? I can prevent whatever happened to me. Like I can prevent that to everyone that will be under me in the future, and that was my motivation to keep going, to
The
reenlist.
mentality, yeah.
Yeah, because I was just like, this is not for me anymore. This is like
For the younger recruits that are coming in.
yeah, for the newer people, because I would never want them to go through what I went through, and what I went through was like heck of a lot, like shit, and like it sucks when nobody is there to help you. Like that shit is ass. Yeah, and so like yeah, that was my only motivation to stay in. That's why sometimes I would like contemplate and I'll be like, oh, maybe I should stay in. Like I can be good at this job. I've been doing it for so long. I mean, I did win an award in it. You know, like
Yeah, I think the structure too was one thing that kept them bringing you back.
yeah,
When it was, at least when it's the early stages.
yeah.
Now I think you're very solidified of like, I'm glad I left.
Yeah,
But in
I
the
mean,
beginning it was like,
I'm glad I left, but honestly, sometimes like I like think to my.
back.
I think back and I'm just like, honestly, but I do not regret what I went through.
Yeah,
Even
because
though
it
it
makes you
sucked.
who you are today.
Makes me who I am today, but also like the experience really was just
Yeah.
like one of a kind. Like there's like you would never like I would never expect these like certain things that happen in the Marine Corps like for it to be real or like
And it's your story that you share with other people in the Marines.
yeah, and that's why I like sometimes I'm just like honestly I miss the times, like I miss the people, like
Yeah.
I want to like I wish I can like we can continue to work together and like you know be in the area, but
Yeah.
I've also learned to just like you know kind of grateful what I have now and like what path I'm on now that I left. Yeah, but just sometimes I like get like a little bit like oh damn I miss it.
Yeah. I feel like that's a normal thing too, because not gonna lie, it's like, because you did 4 years in the military, 4 years of college. There's countless times like, dude, I miss it. You know? And psychologically too, they said this when I learned in my class. It's like when you go through like really big character development or like people development, like in your chapter of life, or if you go through traumatizing moments with each other, that's why they're the best memories to think back on. And that's why you always like want to go back to it.
Dude. Crazy.
Even though it's like shit, it's like at least you went through that shit together.
Yeah, no, that's literally what we define brotherhood in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Brother and sisterhood. Like, because we're going through the shit, because we went through sleeping outside in like fucking 12 degrees Fahrenheit, like under fucking frosted ceilings.
The
like,
funny thing is, I can't imagine you doing that now.
bruh. I mean, I would do it. I'm not scared doing that shit. Like, you know, like, it's just like...
I know, yeah, once you're in the mentality to do it, you can do it. But I'm just like thinking of you when it's like 50 degrees. It's cold.
Oh, yeah, dude. I softened up so much. I was so, like... I feel like I was very harsh and, like, just hard-headed. Like,
It's okay. You had to like go through that. You know, you have to think like that to be like that.
well, that's why, like, when I first got out, I was so aggressive. Like, I was meeting, like, my sister's friends. And then, like, I don't know, like, I guess with the people I was working with, like, we'll usually make fun of each other, make us look stupid. And then I was doing that, and then I was just like, oh, shit, that might be a little bit too much. Yeah, but it wasn't. But I was just thinking, like, holy shit, like...
That's a lot.
Yeah, and then now I don't really say anything. I kind of just like chill now, so not as crazy.
Honestly, I don't even really remember back then. So Tracy's just Tracy to me now.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean,
But that's good.
I remember freshman year. I remember middle school when we met. Yeah, how like. Remember freshman year I was so aggressive to you and you would get so pissed at me and I'll be like, oh, he's pissed at me. Why?
Oh.
Like not realizing that like me
you
punching.
Like brought back a repressed memory. I kind of forgot about that.
We're best friends. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're like
I gotta appreciate now because you don't do the same. Yeah, I
Yeah,
really
dude.
appreciate now. you would fucking, bro. I would have like brace for impact every time I saw you.
Yo, when he went through you went through your first breakup and you were crying and I was like,
Why we gotta bring that up, bro?
no, but I just thought it was funny because I was in your room and I was sitting across from you and you were sitting on the floor and you were crying and then you were so sad and I was like,
oh my God.
What do I do?
You brought back another repressed memory because I don't even remember talking to you when I broke up with my first ex that much.
Yo, no, you were sitting on the floor and I was like, oh, do you want a hug? Bro.
High school, bro.
Freshman year was fucking insane. No, sophomore year was the cherry on top, bro. And that's when I had to separate. Not cherry on top, but just cherry on top for bro, that was probably the worst year one of the worst years in high school. For me it was. Because that's when
oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I remember. Oh, all these guys are confused right now. But it's okay. We're not going to talk about it. But
yeah. Anyways.
Damn, repressed memories.
No, but yeah, I was very antisocial, and I was very just how do I handle this situation with another person involved because I don't know what to do. Help.
Yeah, because I guess your form of talking back then was being aggressive.
Yeah.
That was showing your appreciation.
Yeah, and I don't, dude, I hate that. I'm sorry it was like that. It's so bad.
It's fine. I mean, dude, I probably did some fucked up shit back then in high school too. Dude, I can't even remember high school anymore.
Oh, dude, are you serious?
I remember it, but when I think back to high school me, I'm that guy's such a fucking pussy. That guy's he's so mentally not mature enough yet. He doesn't understand all the things that go along, which makes sense because we had to go through those experiences in high school to develop to who we are now. But
that's crazy, dude.
Thinking back to that first breakup, it's I was very immature in a lot of things and it wasn't that deep and I mean, we're still friends with that person to this day. I mean, we don't talk to her like that. But
no, we're friendly, we're civil, acquaintances. It's pretty cool.
It's not bad. Shout out if you still support me and watch my stuff. Hey, how's it going? I guess. But
I still talk to her sometimes. She's doing design too. It's fucking great. I was just damn, I haven't talked to you in so long. What's up? Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, sometimes, not all the times, but yeah. Damn. It's crazy how much we've grown.
Yeah.
I was having little scenes in my head where we were in journalism, broadcast journalism. We were sitting in the classroom.
Yeah.
We're talking about what's our new project? Oh, the Vinny and Tracy team, they got it. We always did all the hardest work, bro. I think we can give this hard assignment to Vinny and Tracy.
Dude, we shifted the way they did the nightly news.
Bro, for real. Deadass, that A team, on point. I was editing. He was we were shooting together. He was doing all the talking in front of the camera because I was scared as fuck.
Oh yeah, you were editing. You were editor at
bro.
the time too. You were doing AMVs.
Oh, bro. I mean, I don't know. It's just something really just scared me about editing videos that I'm trying to overcome. I don't know what. I think I know what it was.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah,
too.
you know what it is.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. You know how crazy it is that it would be so traumatizing for me that I wouldn't really touch it. It's insane. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why I get anxious. Sometimes just.
It's okay, baby steps, like we said before.
Yeah, I mean now, yeah. I was sitting next to David, editing, and I was just oh fuck, man. I was all right, now if I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
high school.
I was listening in this book. This book was saying that your body and stuff is trying to suppress what you think was scared because you're not trained to or you're not your brain is not wired where you think doing that thing or whatever is okay. So that's why it keeps repressing you from not doing it because it thinks it's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's from a previous thing or like something that's deep down in your subconscious.
Yes, that you're suppressing. And that's why it was saying like, if you want like overcoming your fear or leaving a relationship and you're sad and your heart broken, it's because like your body's like it's lacking something that it was replacing.
Yeah.
And and then it was saying that like you need to like really like train your body again to like be like have like everything how it was before, or like everything how it was in the relationship with
because
just
your body
you.
was customized.
Yes, it was very accustomed to someone else in their life or in something affecting. That's crazy, bro.
I went through that with my second relationship, bro. That shit was devastating.
I feel you.
Fuck that shit. Damn, this was a good conversation. All this was genuine, guys. Like,
bro, what I tell you, bro? This idea.
Yeah, this is like. I mean, this was the point of the podcast. I think we've done it before too, where it's like we had a subject but wouldn't actually talk about it. But like, this is like legit just me and Tracy catching up. We actually haven't really talked like this in a while.
Yeah, no, I feel like we have those talks. You have those talks for at least like what 5 minutes, and then they'll be like
one of us has to do something.
Yeah, one of us has to do something, and this is like the first time I've talked to you for like like me like presently paying attention to you and you paying attention to what I'm telling you for like over an hour.
Yeah, because I know that shit pisses us off. When the other is not paying attention, we're like, all right, fuck it, we're not going to talk.
Yeah, and then I realized if we do talk, sheesh, we got some good shit.
Yeah. Maybe this is a sign for y'all to... I hope these other cameras are still recording. I think they're done now, but this main camera, shout out to A74.
Oh, bro.
But this is a sign to catch up with that friend, take an hour, 30 minutes, just catch up with them. It really comes a long way, and like if the younger audience is watching right now, like really... I didn't really understand you're not really in that memory until it becomes a memory. Really cherish that free time that you have when you're younger, whether you're in college or in high school, because when you're an adult, and if the other adults are listening in right now, it's like make that time to hang with that friend.
No, but also but it's also like crazy. Like just recently, I realized that everyone lives in their own reality.
Yeah,
and I'm just like. Yo, like the way you grew up, the people you know that are close to you, like that is your life. Like it's just like
everyone lives in their own bubble.
Yeah, and so I was just kind of like, damn, like honestly, I'm so curious on how people's life are. And that's when I started to actively listening. Because I usually would struggle so much with listening to others because I would Because I don't know, my mindset was very immature, but it also was at just like, why do I really need to listen, And then now it's just like, dude, like, it's crazy how you live such a different reality than I am. And just like, I'm not gonna judge you for that shit. Like, if you like what you do, you like what you are, like anything, like, dude, that's crazy, bro, because there's literally no one else like you out there.
Yep. And then like actually talk. Or like you tune in things that you're actually interested that you learn from them, and then like if you're not interested in it, at least acknowledge them, right? And like say it's cool, but that's not really for me.
Yeah, and it's just crazy how like it's just so different than what I went through. Like you went to college, I went to the military. You would never imagine yourself in the Marine Corps. You would never see through my eyes what I've went through. Nope. And it's just crazy. Like now too, like I would think at like certain people like. How like certain creatives like dude what brought them like to take pictures or like how the hell did
everyone's different, and it's like some people focus on just like making everything perfect, some people just shoot to shoot, some people just like everyone, but like that's why art is not just one canvas. Art is what depicts in your eyes, and I'm glad that you brought up like everyone lives in the different realities, because when I was on something I was going through like dark times, and I was like, and I thought to myself, I was like, wow, we all live in the same universe, but we all live in our own universe. So it's like we all own our own universes, but we just share the same world. And then when our universes collide, right, that's when we're talking and we're I don't know what the word is for it is. We're existing in the same world, and like our universes collide and connect.
Yeah.
But then once we separate, we're back in our own world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's never.
I'm like thinking
together.
of mitosis right now. How like the cells are like from one bubble to like.
Science with everything, bro.
Yo.
Science is with everything,
dude. Now I do. Yeah. Well, it didn't take me something to make me like. It didn't take me being under something to realize that. But anyways.
I think I realized it before, but I finally understood it after.
Oh no!
I went through it.
Yeah, I just finally understood, and that's why, like, you know, like when old people talk about their old times and stuff, I just be like, oh shit, like that's so different than how it is now. It's crazy.
I feel like there's also needs to be like an older generation, like Ed. We shout with Ed. Shout out FACC. That's the
Filipino.
Ideal like older people that you want to work with, like. They will give you their experience, but they're also open minded to the new gen. Because I don't like it with sad to say stereotypical Asian parents or Asian grandmas. I can say it because I go through it. It's like one way or no way, and I hate that shit.
I mean, it was like for me like that when I was young, but my parents like I don't know what happened, but they kind of just realized that like
you're an adult now. And you can
that's why like now it's like it's weird because I remember like when my mom was like you need to be home by 9 and or like you can't go outside, and today and now I go outside whenever the fuck I want to. Yeah
the adults, bro.
It's crazy. And so I was just like kind of like damn, what is going on? I don't know. Damn,
maturing
life.
Tracy, good talk. I feel like we've been going on. Thank you, listeners, for listening into this genuine conversation. We honestly didn't know where the subject was going, and like I don't even know when I like re-listen to this. I don't even know what I'm going to title this, but if you're listening in, the save outro.
Name it. You know how like Vincent May does his shit with like V1. We're gonna name this 001. No filter.
Possibly. Yeah.
Possibly.
But where was I?